What if the most dangerous phrase in Christianity, the phrase that's killed more dreams, more businesses, more callings than the devil ever has, is this one right here? I'll pray about it. Because let's be honest, most Christians aren't praying about it. They're procrastinating about it. They're not waiting on God. They're hoping God won't ask them to do anything uncomfortable. And whenever someone tells me, oh, pray about it, I always hit them with this. Well, haven't you already been praying? Haven't you already been asking God for clarity, for guidance, for breakthrough, for opportunity? Then why? When the opportunity finally shows up, do you suddenly need more time to pray about it? This right here is spiritual procrastination, and it's one of the 5 gotchas in my best-selling book, Gotcha, Avoiding the 5 Financial Pitfalls. How? Let's break this down, starting in 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Who are we? Hey, 7-figure squad. What we go? Run it up, run it up.
Now, before we jump in, let me tell you why this episode might be the most important message you'll hear all year. Because today we're exposing a Christian-sounding phrase that has quietly killed more dreams, more businesses, more marriages, and more financial destinies than debt, than taxes, or even the devil. In this episode, we're going to be breaking down why Christians stay stuck when God exactly is telling them to move, and how I'll pray about it became spiritual paralysis. We'll discuss why distractions are destroying your destiny and the difference between waiting on God versus disobeying God, and also the real reason people never take action. And here's my favorite one. I'm going to introduce to you a PRAY formula, an acronym called PRAY that will help you break the cycle forever. So if you're a leader, a business owner, a pastor, a sales leader, this is the episode you're going to want to share with your entire organization and your entire family to watch. What's cracking, everybody? Money Smart Guy, Matt Sapala here, hailing to you from Dallas, Texas. If I haven't introduced myself previously, this is where faith meets finance, where excuses get body bagged, where wealth and leadership rooted in the scripture forge the mindset, your mission, and your money demand. Comment move below if you've ever used I'll pray about it when deep down you were scared, you were unsure, or avoiding what God already told you to do, starting with me. So let's begin with scripture. James chapter 2, verse 17 writes this: in the same way, faith by itself, if not accomplished by action, is dead. Yes, dead. Not resting, not still praying, not still seeking wisdom, dead. Faith that doesn't move your feet is a corpse. So here's how spiritual procrastination shows up. You pray for a better marriage, but yet you won't get counseling. You pray for financial peace, but you won't build a budget. You pray for opportunity, but you won't apply for anything. You pray for a business breakthrough, but you won't pick up the phone or invest in a new campaign. You pray for God to use you, but you won't serve, you won't sow, and worse, you won't start. And yet we call that discernment. Yet God calls it delayed obedience. Luke chapter 16, verse 10 says this: whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much. So here's how you break the spirit of procrastination with my acronym we're going to introduce to you called PRAY. P stands for pause and pray. Prayer is alignment, not avoidance. Philippians chapter 4, verse 6 says this: do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. Present, then move, or receive the next step. God rarely gives you the whole map. Oddly enough, huh? Yet he gives you the next step. Psalm chapter 119, verse 1-5 says this: your word is a lamp for my feet and a light unto my path. One step at a time, go move. A, act in faith. Faith, oddly enough, is incomplete until action completes it. James chapter 2, verse 22 says this: you see that his faith and his actions were working together, and his faith was made complete by what he did. And why? You got to yank the distractions. This is the most important step. You're not lazy, you're distracted. You're not disobedient, just drowning in noise. If it distracts, yank it. If it drains, yank it. If it confuses, yank it. If it delays, yank it. If it steals your focus, yank it. Distraction is the enemy of your destiny. Let me share with you the story that had me laughing but cut deep. I just recently interviewed Filipino comedian Key Pedro. He said they needed to get a $20 tripod to record his comedy bits. Now, his Filipino mom goes,
$20? Anak, so expensive.
but yet the same week, she brought an $800 Coach purse because her friend gave her a discount. Listen, fam, we are short and slow with money for things we need, but fast and hurried for things we want. We hesitate to invest in what builds us, but we swipe instantly on what distracts us. See, that is not a money issue. That is a priority issue, a stewardship issue, a quality of life and discipline issue. See, here's the thing. People ask and keep asking the wrong question. Oh my gosh, Matt, what if I fail? Well, here's a real question. What happens if you don't move? If you move, worst case, you learn, you grow, you adjust, you get clarity. If you don't move, worst case, you stay stuck. You stay broke. You repeat the same year 10 years in a row. Your calling collects dust, and your kids inherit your hesitation and your procrastination habits. So let me hit you with this. God can redirect a moving car, but he cannot steer a parked one. Now, Nehemiah prayed that he built a wall while fighting too as well, right? He was doing two things at the same time, Nehemiah in the Bible. But Jesus prayed all night. Then he chose the disciples. David prayed, then ran towards Goliath. Prayer was never the finish line. Prayer was a launching pad. So fam, what has God already told you to do? What distraction do you need to yank today? And what opportunity are you still praying about that God has already answered and put a gun gift horse to his mouth, staring at you, giving you the answer? So if you're done praying about what God already said, comment, I'm ready below, and I'll send you a free chapter of my best-selling book, Faith Made Millionaire, to help you break through some of the things you got going on in your life. Pray and then act. Your destiny is waiting. Meanwhile, if you haven't done so yet, please drop your biggest takeaway in the comment section below. Like and subscribe. Hope you got something from this. Till we meet again, continue to live smart, continue to love smart, and be money smart today. God bless you. Bye-bye.